going on? My name is the Pastel Rapper. I'm from Bloomfield, New Jersey. I've been writing music since I was in third grade, so for me, like, the influences came naturally. I always liked musicality in music as opposed to necessarily solely the energy that, it gave. So naturally, somebody like a Doom or like a Smino had to be in my top 5. And I think the Jersey influence, the party in me, the culture that Jersey cultivates, period, definitely lit like a flame to that inspiration, I would say. So I think really just me being in love with hip hop drew me to them both because it's lyrical, but then also it's it's a certain vibe, it's a bounce to it that like it's kind of like infectious a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to listen to. So yeah, I think I take a piece of that inspiration with everything I make, and then now with this project Shordini, bring it into like the party scene. It was like super flawless. I freestyled the whole project. It was fun. And then I produced the whole project from scratch as well. Did it in 4 days. And I did that to test myself to keep the lyricism, but also keep it simple enough to be able to like bump at parties and clubs and stuff like that. I would say my early work was a lot more experimental. I was trying to find my sound, but also like I was exercising my pen. I wrote a lot. I never freestyled any songs before this project. So I would say like this shift is meant to be taken serious, but at the same time meant to be like a vibe at the end of the day. Like, you know what I mean? It's I want it to be able to be a project that lyrical fans could listen to and fall in love with, but then the average person at a party or, you know what I'm saying, could bump and still have a really good time to it. So I would say the confidence really just came from once I first started doing it, realizing that I could do it. I was like, nah, I got to do like 9 more of these. So, yeah. I taught myself how to play piano, like during the creation of this project. No, I mean, I literally just taught myself how to, yeah, like I didn't know how to play piano. I used to play cello like a mad long time. I used to play cello for like 3 years on some random shit. But yeah, I taught myself how to play piano because there was a lot of things that I wanted to do in this project that I couldn't do with samples. So I decided I had to really get into it. And then, yeah, once I like found that sound, it just the rest just kind of came to me. I guess I just had fun with it. Like I would produce and then I would ask my creative director Stitch or my manager Axe to like record me, and I would just go in the booth. Like soon as the beat's done, go in the booth, record, finish the song, 30 minutes. Like that's how I wanted to do the process and just flip everything I typically do. So I was joking around with a homie of mine, and he was talking about this girl that he was into, and I was like, "You're like you taking her serious? Like y'all like, you know what I'm saying?" He was like, "Nah, like we just it is what it is. Like it's mutual. We just fucking around." I was just like, "Oh, so that's not just shorty, that's just Shordini." I said it as a dumb joke. It was a stupid joke. And I put it on my story a few times. It got a little bit of attention or whatever, but then I had a studio session. I'm an engineer, so I had a session with this 16-year-old kid, and he was tough, and he was just like, yo, like, I really love your content. It reminds me to have fun with my music, and I say Shordini with my friends all the time. They don't know what I'm talking about, but it's hilarious. I was like, there's no way that people are saying this. So I looked it up on Google. Yeah, I looked it up on Google. Like anybody in this room could look it up on Google right now, and it is only my name. No one else has said it digitally, online, anywhere, everywhere. So I was like, damn, there's no way. So yeah, I had to take advantage of it. But you know what I'm saying? You know what? No, because like, although the whole project I recorded trying to have fun with it, like there's a lot of pieces of my life in this project. There's a whole lot of pieces of my life. It's definitely not fabricated. I realized for me, when I freestyle songs, I can't actually freestyle shit that I haven't been through or like that I don't know about, you know what I'm saying? It isn't easy for me to do that. So naturally, and I didn't even realize that until the songs were done. I started listening, I was just like, oh nah, these are like several moments of my life. So it wasn't difficult. I think if anything, it was the easiest thing in the project because it was just real for the most part. So it's exactly that, right? Like pastels are the colors that are the offshoots of the bold ones. You know what I mean? So when you have an entire color wheel of, you know, bold and this is what everybody wears, you know, this is what everybody listens to, this is what everybody's room looks like. I feel like to be pastel is to be kind of like off of that, like to be like alternative, to be like more yourself. And, you know, I feel like that could look like anything. And I feel like every color can be pastel, you feel me? So, you know, that's why I feel like Smino, for example, we mentioned him earlier. I feel like his alternative route to R&B is an example of being pastel or living pastel or being a part of the pastel palette, because it's like, it's mad different. And that's the same thing I'm doing with Shordini, and that's the same thing I'm doing with my brand from, you know, now on, you know what I mean? So just being different, being you, making it look good. Yeah, so like it wouldn't have been possible. Like I'm not even mentally able to handle all of that. With 20 Titans, I'm the executive producer of it, right? And Stitch, creative director, accent manager. Booksy isn't here at the moment, but he is our marketing director. And this whole plan and everything took time. You know what I mean? Meetings, schedules, shoots, a ton of shoots. It took a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I think it might actually be physically impossible for me to have made this what it is, and, you know, growing at the speed of which is growing without my team. Exactly, the visuals and the visuals, the collaborations, everything's strategic, and I think we make it look really fun, and the experience is really, really fun, you know, so. Yeah, so the color function is branded after the Pastel Rapper, because from the beginning, the idea was to sell what the Pastel Rapper stood for. And community is my number one thing, right? The first thing we did was open up shows for artists to get paid for their shows via ticket sales. And I think it's more than important for artists like myself and like anyone in the community or outside of it to remember that it's always about that togetherness. And how does it help the project? I would say as we do these events, everything on the schedule, on the timeline is specifically meant for artists and creators, period, to be able to collaborate easier without the egos, you know what I mean, negatively affecting us at the end of the day. So the Shordini campaign, it's gonna be a ton of parties, a ton of events, a ton of shows, everything sold out. But more, you said what? Yeah, nah, everybody here, right? For sure, yeah. But yeah, everything is gonna be about the community and the creators. So the campaign, community, to me is the same thing, and I wanna grow it at the same time. Yeah, so I will answer this without dropping everything. I can say what it is though, and I'm very excited for it. The Pastel Palooza is a carnival event that me and my team are hosting, and it's gonna be incredible. There will be rides, and if I don't get a Ferris wheel, I'm gonna cause a problem. So that's how I'm feeling, and it's gonna be really dope. There's gonna be a ton of opportunities. The date right now is in June. I'm not gonna say which date it is yet, but it is in June, and it's gonna be absolutely incredible. Right now, what I want to promote is Valentine's Day. We're gonna throw another boat party, and it's gonna be fire. And it's not cold on a boat; it's warm on a boat. Everybody keeps like asking me, if it's gonna be cold, it's not gonna be cold. And we did the boat party last time in October for my birthday, October 5th, and I thought it was gonna be cold too. Everybody had coats. There was like 250 people on that boat. And we got in the dance floor and it was hot and niggas took their coat off. So that's what happened. So it's not gonna be cold on the boat. It's gonna be warm on the boat. And you should definitely come on Valentine's Day because it's gonna be lit. It's gonna go up. And if time permits, I'm gonna have my DJ Tofu Jack there again. That is my guy. And he invented a guitar DJ controller. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be super fire. So that's the next step for us, Valentine's Day boat party. Man, keep creating. I feel like keep creating no matter what happens, because I feel like the world needs it now. Music and anything that we've created in an art form is always meant to, get us to the next, I guess, era. And I feel like it's really difficult right now, period, just in the world. There's a lot going on. But I feel like being able to create and making movements and becoming a trendsetter, like those are the things that I feel like really push the world to be in a better place. So that's really my message. My name is the Pastel Rapper from Bloomfield, New Jersey, and I can't wait to turn up with everybody. So
spin again. I'm snapping it back like I brought a camera.